Everybody. Today I'm going to be talking about the pros and cons that I found with dealing with drones and the Ralph Wilson Stadium, incorporating drones into the use at the stadium to enhance fans' experience. I'll start with the cons. First thing I found was crash landings. It's not common, but it can happen. You would want a professional to be recording. Another issue is the drones not being calibrated correctly. The director of video operations at UCLA, who records for their football team, records their practices, said he would blame 10 out of 10 crashes on the device not being calibrated correctly. So just little things like that, making sure that everything's set up properly. That'll reduce the crashes. Spying or unwanted drone participation. People trying to fly their own drones over the stadium and whatnot. That's regulated, obviously, but that could be a potential issue that might be faced. And one of the biggest issues is battery life. You get maybe 20 to 30 minutes out of each flight and recording. So obviously a football game will last a lot longer than 20 or 30 minutes, so you'll have to keep landing and recharging the battery. But they're trying to come up with a solution to that. It'll be solar powered drones. That would obviously help out. And the biggest issue that I found was the regulations from the FAA, Federal Aviation Administration. They have a bunch of rules and regulations on who can, who can't fly, types of flights, a bunch of stuff. Some of it doesn't make sense, but it's all for safety and privacy issues. That's something that they're continuing to work out so that they can, make this experience better for everybody who uses drones, not just sports people or recreational uses or government uses. That was pretty much all the cons that I found. In relation to what we're studying. And the pros, you get an aerial view of the field, lets you see every visible part of the field. You get multiple angles, better for the game, better for the experience, better for the fans, also for the coaches. The bird's eye view, you get a different perspective on the field and what's going on in the game. You catch every aspect, every player, where they are, their assignments. Things you might miss with just a regular camera, which is zoomed in or just focusing on one part of the game. Another pro is the feed is directly connected to a tablet or phone that the coaches might be using on sideline. So they have this stuff directly. They have it at their use whenever they need it, to keep referring back to that and whatnot. And that's essential for play calling and making the right decisions as a coach, where making your next move, you would know what what the defense is doing, what your offense is doing. Another pro is the drones are smaller. They're a lot less dangerous than, say, if the Goodyear blimp was to crash on the field. They're also less expensive than the cable cam systems that they use now. And another, to add on to that, the device has freedom to move around like anywhere in the stadium, and so long as it's not crashing into fans or players. There has been crashes in the past, and back in 1970s, a fan was killed from a drone. Not really a drone, but it was a flying vehicle. And the biggest pro of this, I believe, is that it can be used as a practice tool. Like I said earlier, for the coaches, for the players, just recording they already record their practices, and every football team refers back to film, but just getting the different perspective, the bird's eye view, and letting the drone can follow the play all the way down the field, and at the same time record the entire field. So that's one of the biggest pros and factors that they can use to their advantage. Just using this to stay ahead of their opponents. Like I said, stay ahead of the other team, be able to make the next move. Yeah, that's about everything.